dancing in the kitchen.
Hi guys, welcome back to Dancing in the Kitchen. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Liz.
And we are continuing our theme of gut health this month. So today we're going to be talking about intestinal permeability as well as inflammation. Liz, what do you know about intestinal permeability, inflammation, kind of leaky gut? Have you heard that term before?
Yes, absolutely. I know that when I had my endoscopy, I had inflammation in my stomach lining, which is like a form of, I think, gastritis.
Okay.
So yes, I know a little bit.
Okay. So basically, the idea of leaky gut is that the lining of our intestines is a super, super thin membrane. And what can happen is when we get inflammatory compounds in there, oftentimes inflammatory proteins, it can damage that lining and it starts to become sort of more perforated.
Okay.
And then the things that are supposed to stay in your intestines, inside your gut, can start to leak out into your bloodstream and cause this systemic inflammation, which can result in a whole host of autoimmune conditions, arthritis, just anything you can kind of think of that's associated with inflammation. It can look a lot of different ways, and in particular, it can impact your brain and your mood and your mental health. So there is actually a connection that's been shown in the research between depression and kind of this inflamed brain. In terms of that intestinal permeability, I actually have a story to share. I, for a little while back in like 2013, 2014, struggled with something called interstitial cystitis. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
So it's sort of like having a UTI, a urinary tract infection, with no infection. So all of the symptoms, none of the cure. And it's basically just like this excruciating pain where like you feel like you have to go all the time. You might not have to go, and then it's just painful burning when you pee, like really unpleasant. I was desperate to find something to help, and I ended up going to a functional medicine doctor who recommended cutting out grains. And I did so like very strictly for a while. And that was actually the thing that really turned it around for me.
That's good.
And it still informs my eating style today. I've let a few things kind of creep back in and haven't really gone down that track anymore. Like I'm more careful about it now. But for me and like my dietary approach, it made more sense to do like produce and lean healthy proteins and like healthy fats. And that's kind of what I found made my body run its best. And I know you were talking last time about how for you cutting out meat was something that made a big difference.
Right, and I tried to cut out the grains. Well, I did cut them out, and it didn't, unfortunately it didn't help my overall problem. So, but I know that it does for many, many people.
Yeah, and so like we were saying, it's kind of individual to figure out what's going on with your system if something is out of whack. One of the proteins that is implicated in leaky gut, you've probably heard of it, is gluten. So today we're going to be making a recipe that is gluten-free, and it's kind of a healthy twist on a morning favorite. We're going to make some buckwheat pancakes with a blueberry compote.
And if you don't know me, I'm literally the pancake queen. I love pancakes.
They're so good.
I love them.
They're really good.
Really, it's unhealthy love for pancakes.
But when you eat these pancakes, they don't have sugar, which is kind of another gut wrecker. It feeds the unhealthy bugs in your gut, which we'll talk about coming up here soon on another episode. And, they're free of the gluten, kind of the inflammatory compounds. So if you're going to go in for the pancakes, go in for these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try them.
Yeah, they're really good. Last time we were talking a little bit about Liz's experience and how grief wrecked her gut. I had a project back in 2017, 2018 that I did with a producer that I loved. His name was Gary Miller. And
Gary.
He was incredible. He was such a support to me and just
lovely man.
Incredible. So this is a song that I wrote with him that he produced. I wrote and he produced with me. And it's called Dark Side. And we hope you enjoy it.
Yep.
We're gonna get cooking and we'll see you back here in just a little bit.
The morning's coming too soon. We haven't settled this score. You wanna hurt me, I know. That's what you're living for. They say find what you love and let it kill you. But I don't wanna die like this. I don't wanna die like this. Don't make me lose you again. This is a fight, nobody wins. Don't make me lose you again. Your mind got.
All right, we hope you guys enjoyed that recipe and that song. Let us know in the comments below, have you had any experiences cutting out gluten? Have you noticed it upsetting your system? And any other sort of gut health and mood and mental health stuff you want us to know about or questions you have for us, drop it in the comments below.
Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. See you next time.
Don't make me lose you again. Don't make me lose you again. This is a fight.